In this video, we will see how to create seeders for the migrations that we have created. So in the last video, we created migrations for create language table, then create categories table, and then for create countries table. Okay. So we had created migrations for this. Now what we will do is we'll create seeders for this. Okay. So like what commands we should use. So I've kept some commands here and we will use these commands. So let's create a country seeder first. Okay, and okay, let's go here. So you can see my Docker container is running. If I go here, and there are three more containers which are running, and I will go to Laravel application. I will go to execute. In case if you want to see my Docker tutorial, you can refer my previous tutorials to how to install Laravel using Docker and how to create migrations and map the database. So here I will create the first seeder file. Okay, country seeder. So this would take some time, but it would create a seeder within a few seconds. Okay, my application is open in VS Code, and you can see that the country seeder file has been created. So it will come with the run option, and here we will need to populate our database, populate our entries. So I have got this and some of these entries in my run function. So these entries are actually coming from this API. See, if I go to the news API here, and if I go to country here, okay, and check the list of country and their codes, so it will give me this list. So I've created a array of these countries, and I'll be using this. So I'll copy this run function because it has all the countries in it and the country codes. So I'll copy this, okay, and I will replace this run function, okay. And you can see that I'm using DB table for countries, so I need to include the DB facade. So let's include the DB facade, DB. Okay, so this is the DB. Okay, you can see the DB facade is coming here. So it's the second option, DB facade. So I'm using the DB facade here. Okay, I'm saving this. And now what I will do is I will run this seeder file. So it populates the database. So let's run the seeder. So this is for the language, but we'll update this, okay, in our command. So I'll paste this here and language seeder, and we'll put this as the name of the class. So what is the name of a class is country seeder. Okay. And we'll click on enter, and let's see if the command runs successfully. So it will give us the status. It's hitting the database, and we can see that the table has been updated. The seeding has been done. So in order to check this, let me go to my localhost, and my database is running on 8080. So we can see here that we have languages, we have countries, and if we select all the countries, we can see all the countries have been inserted into the database. Okay. Okay, here you can see that the created and updated timestamp is null. So we need this data as well. So this needs to be updated automatically. So what we'll do is we'll delete all this data. Okay, so uh, let's delete all this data. Uh, so let's use this command, SQL query. So delete, okay, from countries. So let this delete all the data. So I'll execute this. And if we select countries, now the countries are empty. So first what we need to do is we need to create a country model. So let's create a country model first. So this is the command, like we'll execute this command. Okay, this will create us the model of a country, and then we'll include the soft deletes and the fillable property. So if we go to the editor now, if we go into the models, we have a model called as country. So we will include these fillables here now. We will use soft deletes as well. So if I go ahead here and if I include this, okay, if I include this here, so these are the fillable properties, and I'm going to say use soft delete, use no soft delete. So we'll see how we have used it here. Yes, you need to say use soft delete here. So it will be use soft delete. Okay, so this will be included. So soft delete is included in this, and we have name and code. Okay, now we need to update our seeders file. Okay, here if we go to country seeders, then uh, we need to remove this line, and we need to use the model name country. Okay, insert countries. Okay, so this will insert all the countries into our database. Okay, let's save this, and now let's run the command that we previously ran. That is okay, I will just write here this command. That will be country feeder. Okay, so this is my feeder file now, and I need to run this file and see if everything is working fine. So if I paste this here, and it will take some seconds, and we'll see if the data is getting generated. Okay, the data is already got generated, and if we go to our admin now, and if we click on select here, okay, still it is not updated. Okay, okay, in that case, what we would do is we will use for each loop here, and then we would create each country. Okay, so that the created and updated file gets updated into the database. Okay, now if I run this command back again, if I go and create a country seeder, PHP artisan db seed, okay, this would, if I run this now and click on enter, so this would take some time, but it will populate the database now. Okay, you will go to the database and we'll see the countries now. And you can see that the created and the updated data has been updated. Now let's go ahead and create the same thing for the other seeder files. So let's do it for, okay, let's go to the editor, and if we'll see we have only one seeder file now. So let's create a new seeder file. So let's get the command now to create the next seeder file. That will be a category seeder. Okay, so this is a category seeder, and we will create this, we'll run the command here to create the file. So this would take some time, and it will create a new file into editor. So Okay, let's go ahead. I will copy this run function here. Okay, and I will, you can see that the file has been created, and I will copy this and, okay, okay, let me copy this properly. So I'll go this here and I will copy this into this file. Okay, again, we will have the same issue. So let's create a model. Okay, okay, let me remove this. So we are only inserting categories here. So now why this has come. So I'll remove this. Okay, and these are our categories. Okay, so let's create a model here. We'll run the same command which we had run earlier to create a model. So that would be, uh, so instead of country now we will use category. So here if we go and run this command, okay, I did a mistake here. I ran the country command again. So this would give me some error. Okay, so what we will do now again is we will run the same command and we'll use category here. This will create a category model for us. Okay, the model has been created and you can see that the category model exists here. So now what we will do, we will use the soft delete here as well and we'll use fillable. So fillable will be, the category will only have name. So we will copy this and we will put it here and we will put name only here because we do not have code for category. And if you see, we have name only here. And now in category, we will use soft delete as well. Use soft deletes. Okay. So we have used soft deletes here. Now what we will do is we will again use this same logic which we have done for the country seeder. We will copy paste this and instead of category we'll have country will have categories, category model, and this will be categories. Okay, categories and category, and let's put category here. Okay, so once we do this, let's run the series file. So we'll use the same command which we used earlier to run the seeder. So for category, there will be okay, we'll see where the command is. Okay, okay, so we will have category seeder. Instead of country seeder, we'll replace it with category seeder here. So if I copy paste this and if I say category seeder, so this should insert categories into tables. Okay, now let's go ahead and check a table here. So select categories and you can see that the categories have been inserted. Okay, now next what we will do is do the same thing for countries. Okay, so what is the command for countries? Like let's create countries now. No, the languages. So we'll make a language seeder file, which will language seeder will have name and code. So if we go here, if we go to our database and verify the language, okay, if I say languages, we can see the structure, name and code. So let's make a seeder file for this language seeder and language seeder if I do, so a new file will be created called as language seeder and I will copy this run function now. So to get all the languages, okay, I'll just copy the languages here. Okay, for now. So you can see language seeder has been created. I will just copy the languages. Next, I will have to create a model. So to create a model, let's run this command again. PHP artisan make model. Now the model name will be language. So let's run this command into our terminal. Model language. Okay. So this will create a model for us. Like it would take some time. So you will get see a model has been created. So let's create a same fillable because it has the name and the code here for languages. So I'm using name and code. So I'm using name and code here and I'm using soft deletes as well. So I'll say use soft delete. Okay, this will have soft deletes now and the same thing will go to this seeder file as well. So for language seeders, for database seeders, we have for the country seeders we had done this. So we'll copy this and we will paste it here just right below this. And the model name will be language. Okay, and the variable name will be languages. Okay, this will be language and this also will be language. Okay, once we save this, let's run this code now. Let's do the seeding now. So I'll use this command back again. I'll just make one more command here that will be PHP artisan language seeder. Okay, so let's run this now. Let's run this command over here. Paste this. And our database should be populated with the languages and their codes. So now if I go to my database here and select languages, you can see all the languages have been appearing here with the language code. Okay. So thanks for watching guys, and I will put all these commands and the source code link into the description. So if you have any queries, please comment and let me know. Thanks for watching.